Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Braves Baseball on KOFO is also brought to you by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and Arvest Bank. Now let's go to the field for OU Braves Baseball. Here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Alumni Park on the campus of Ottawa University in Ottawa, Kansas. We get sent for KCAC baseball action as the number 12 ranked Braves play host to the St. Mary Spires out of Leavenworth. I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Matt Kincaid, and what a run this team went on a year ago, Matt. And they have really been able to take that run to the regional in New Orleans after a 4-0 finish at the KCAC tournament and turn that into what is looking like it could be a historic season for this team.
Yeah, no, the team's off and running well, playing great baseball right now. And you know what, they've been able to build off of that success. You know, they weren't complacent and satisfied with just making it to the national stage. They want to position themselves to where they're a contender every year for that kind of recognition and honor.
Braves currently sit at number 12 in the country. They're 27-5 overall, 15-3 in the KCAC. St. Mary's at 10-25, 4-13, but that's a deceiving number as they swept Southwestern this weekend, Matt, and are currently on a 4-game winning streak. They defeated William Woods in a midweek clash, and this is a team that's riding high, and that was the message from Gabe Grinder to his team before this one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, these midweek games, sometimes you, after coming off a hard-fought series this weekend against Kansas Wesleyan, you know, looking ahead to who you have this coming weekend, these midweek games kind of sometimes can suffer as a trap game, especially when you had success against St. Mary just a couple weeks ago.
Ottawa coming off that sweep, as you mentioned, of Kansas Wesleyan. An impressive one is Kansas Wesleyan had taken a game from McPherson and from Oklahoma Wesleyan earlier this year, but the scoreline's really what stood out to me, Matt. 5-3, 2-0, and 2-1. And you know, being around the metal bat game, so difficult to keep teams under 5 runs, much less holding them to 1-0 in those final two games of the series against a very potent Kansas Wesleyan offense.
No, you're exactly right. And, you know, the wind was blowing in a little bit, and that kind of helped keep some of the scoring down. But it really had the feel and the look and feel of playoff baseball, tournament baseball, as we get closer to the KCAC tournament here in 3 weeks or so.
As part of that weekend, Gabe Grinder picked up win number 100 and 101 as he goes to 101 and 58 in his 4th year at Ottawa. And we have really seen the turnaround of a program from where it was when he got here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's the hard work from not only Coach Grinder and his staff from a recruiting perspective and the expectation for the players, but, you know, the type of player and the quality of player that he's been able to attract here to the university to attend, and the hard work that the players have put in. You know, coaches can want it as much as they want for the, you know, to be successful, but if the players don't buy in and don't put in the work and the sweat equity, you don't make it as far as you would like.
We'll go ahead and take our first break on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll look at Ottawa starter Austin Warfel. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Life goes on, and that means you prepare for the worst and hope for the best. You also should consider preparing for the inevitable. We can help with that. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
I'm Joel Clark, a SelectQuote agent, with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and he can't take it with him. Well, I went to work and found Ray, who's 40 and takes medication to control his high blood pressure, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. That's way more coverage for a lot less than what he was paying. If SelectQuote didn't shop for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote and to find out how much you can save, call 1-800-597-2010. That's 1-800-597-2010. 1-800-597-2010. Or go to selectquote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at selectquote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end. You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And we're back at Alumni Park as the Braves look to take the field in the all-black jerseys today, their newest set on the year. All-black jerseys, Ottawa in white, outlined in gold. Numbers in white, outlined in gold. St. Mary in the gray pants, navy tops, white numbers, the St. Mary logo on the back of the jersey. As we'll give you the defensive alignment for Ottawa, as it will be Connor Jeffers in left, Tyler Farnham in center, Luis De Leon in right, Logan Zazaya at third, Carson Johnson at short, Jonah Wiesner at second, and Holland Bone at first. And your battery of Sizemore, and he will be catching for Austin Warfel, makes his second start of the year as Warfel comes in on his 12th appearance. He has pitched 19 2/3 innings with a 4.58 ERA. He's 2-1 on the year. Just his second start, as I mentioned, Matt, has 28 strikeouts and has really been the save specialist for this team. And today he gets the midweek start.
Yeah, no, that's a good opportunity for him to go out and kind of stretch out his arm and get some innings in here. I would guess in a midweek game, probably going to see a couple different pitchers roll out on the mound today for the Braves and get some work and try to stay sharp for the upcoming weekend series.
We mentioned, the record for St. Mary, 10-25, 4-13, but as we saw this last week, midweek games are so key. Tabor losing a big one to Bethany last Tuesday, and then on the weekend, McPherson losing one up in Kansas City to Avila. These teams at the bottom of the standings are fighting for a spot to get to Great Bend, as we only take 6 teams out of this conference, and right now St. Mary 5 games back from getting to the conference tournament.
Yeah, and at this point, teams, feel the urgency to make that run to try to get their ticket punched to Great Bend.
And we are just about set, and leading it off will be Alex Guevara. Guevara, the junior from Phoenix, Arizona, and the first pitch is fouled back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike. And we know Warfel, from his time as the closer last year and so far this year with a couple saves, the fastball is always going to be there.
Yeah, no, he's got good movement, and
he's going to go back to the slider here. Popped up to the right side of the infield as Wiesner calls everyone off and makes the grab for out number 1.
Warfel looks good out there today so far. Good loose, free motion with the arm. I know it's early.
Batting second will be Brian Fuentes, the senior infielder from Puerto Rico. As 1 down in the top of the first inning. That first pitch actually was at 12:57, so we get it done a little bit early. This one smoked to left, coming in hard, diving grab in left, made by Connor Jeffers to take away the base hit.
Yeah, really nice play there by Jeffers. That ball was kind of a sinking line drive into left field, and sometimes those balls hit directly at you are a little bit hard to judge off the bat, but he came in and laid full out toward the infield, made the catch.
Wind is blowing out to left field today. We're 66 degrees, wind out of the south at 11. We'll be gusting up to 17 to 20. And Warfel goes to the slider, catches the outside corner for strike 1 as he faces off against Keaton Heron, the freshman from Eudora. 0-1 delivery, another breaking ball that Out in front is going to be Roop, and quickly behind in the count at 0-2.
It looks like he just fouled it off and it bounced out in front of the plate there, maybe off the inside of his foot.
Warfel trying to work quickly in this inning, goes with the slider again, just misses off the plate. 1-2. Watch, that's Brendan Roop, junior from Grand Prairie, and that fastball a little high, goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. Roop at the plate. So he's starting third baseman on the St. Mary squad. Another breaking ball popped up. Going back on it is the shortstop Johnson, but he's going to be called off by Jeffers. Ball hung out forever, makes the grab in a quick 1-2-3 inning for Austin Warfel as we head to the bottom half. St. Mary nothing, Braves coming to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball on KOFO.
Nerds! Dreaming of a change of pace? Let NerdWallet help you compare your way from here to there. Compare investing accounts to expand your portfolio and your horizons. Then, use NerdWallet to compare mortgage rates for a home with peace and quiet built in. Compare your way there. Find the smartest financial products for you on NerdWallet. NerdWallet Compare Inc. NMLS 1617539. NerdWallet is not an investment advisor nor an investment broker. Information is for educational purposes only.
Where are those receipts? Tax day is nearly here. I held on to those. And Chanel is stressing. Why do I always wait to the last minute? Her small business needs a bookkeeper to crunch some big numbers.
All these spreadsheets make my head spin. None of this adds up.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back as Warfel works the minimum. 3 up and 3 down, had a couple fly outs, which that left side of the ballpark definitely going to carry today, but he really got that slider working in the top of the first.
Yeah, no, kept the St. Mary batters off balance. A couple of them were out on their front foot on the pop-ups to the left side. And, just looked good, free and easy out there. A good first inning, quick, efficient work. Like to settle into a nice rhythm early.
On the mound for St. Mary, but number 20, Tyler Aiken. He's a sophomore out of Lansing. As we look at his numbers, this is his 7th appearance, first start of the year. He's gone 6 innings, has an ERA at 21 on the year, as he has had some issues with control, 15 walks to 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, and sometimes those ERA numbers look, inflated, but only 6 innings there. So, not used a lot. A good chance for him to earn some extra innings this year against a high-powered Braves offense.
Leading it off is the ever-dangerous Jonah Wiesner at number 6, the junior out of Mission, British Columbia. He has had one heck of a season to start it off for OU, and he takes one low for ball 1. Wiesner on the year hitting .437, 9 home runs and 30 RBIs. Heading the count here at 1-0. Aiken, a righty. That pitch is going to be hit well to left, tailing towards the line, going back to the wall, and it's gone. We talked about the wind to left, Matt, and he goes opposite field, and Ottawa takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that ball was out over the middle of the plate, and he put a good swing on it and absolutely crushed it into the left field corner there for a leadoff home run, and a good way for the Braves to start the day for sure.
He gets into double digits on the home run side, his 10th of the year. That's exactly what Ottawa needed to start it off. Braves did win the first matchup this year in Leavenworth 23-5 back on March 15th using a 9-run second inning followed by a 7-run third inning to put the Spires away in 7. Tyler Farnham to the plate for OU. Hitting .288, he's driven in 15. Farnham, a 6'2 sophomore out of Santa Clara, California. 1-0 pitch, he shows bunt, and it lands in front of the catcher, and he'll take it 2-0.
And it looked like that caught the catcher on the right throwing arm, up above the little protection that you might have there, kind of shaking it.
It's Rondon behind the play. We'll run through that defensive alignment here in just a second for St. Mary. 2-0 pitch to Farnham is going to be a fastball for a strike, 2-1. Farnham in center field this afternoon. Heading the count at 2-1. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball that is going to be called a strike at the lower part of the zone, and it evens up at 2-2.
Making the kind of the tall, lanky right-hander, more over-the-top delivery.
2-2 pitch, another breaking ball, and he'll get the strikeout as he comes back from down 2-0 to get the strikeout of Farnham.
Yeah, and a steady diet there of nothing but breaking balls, really. Threw a couple fastballs in the dirt. Doesn't look like he might have command of that or feel for it at this moment, but a steady diet of off-speed stuff.
Brings up number 29, Holland Bone, the 6'4" senior from Pike Road, Alabama. He will hit from the right side, and that fastball low and outside to Bone. Ball 1. Bone currently 20th in the nation in average. He's hitting at 442, 20th in RBIs with 44, and 5th in the nation in home runs with 15. Another fastball low, and definitely not a situation where Aiken wants to leave anything up over the plate, as we know Bone can deposit it into several locations out in left, center, and right.
Yeah, there's a few cars in left field that might not be safe if it's left over the plate.
2-0 pitch, a breaking ball almost hits him, and they're going to call it a strike. That one must have caught that. The zone's open here early, for sure. No doubt. But Bone got out of the way. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 down in the bottom of the first. Braves up 1-0. 2-1 pitch to Bone, well outside, 3-1. But what you noticed when the wind's coming out of the south, the parking lot's pretty empty. There's more people electing to park on the street today.
On the street, away. Unless they feel like winning the Broken Shield lottery.
Braves have out-homered their opponents 49-27 on the year. 3-1 delivery well low, and Bone will draw a walk. As Bone walks for the 19th time this year. Brings up Connor Jeffers, who we saw make a tremendous catch in left field in the first inning to prevent St. Mary getting anyone on base.
Yeah, really good effort there.
Bone standing on first, 1 down. As we are in the bottom of the first inning, Braves getting a leadoff home run from Jonah Wiesner, his 10th of the year. First pitch is going to go by the catcher, and Bone will walk it down to second base as it gets by Rondon. Defensive alignment for the Spires: Hardig in left, Lewis in center, Yancey in right, Roop at third, Guevara at short, Fuentes at second, Wawasuk at first, Rondon behind the plate, and Aiken on the mound. 1 ball and no strikes to Jeffers. Coming in with a .330 average, 7 home runs, 23 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch, fastball low and out of the zone, but Jeffers goes after it for strike 1.
And it really looks like everything that Aiken's throwing right now is down in the zone. He's not left much up other than the home run ball, but it seems like he's gripping the ball, a lot of stuff bouncing in the turf in front of the plate.
1-1 pitch from Aiken. Breaking ball is going to catch the inside part of the plate. Again, that's the second time he's thrown that curveball.
Yeah, good pitch. It definitely, at this point, has much more feel and much more command with his breaking ball than he does the fastball.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Jeffers. Bone standing at second, 1 down in the bottom of the first. 1-2 from Aiken. Another breaking ball that Jeffers just gets a piece of to stay alive. And we'll go 1-2 again. Braves hitting .322 as a team on the year. Held opponents to a batting average of .219.
Very good.
Aiken with the long hold on the stretch. 1-2 delivery, well outside, goes by the catcher again, and Bone will take third. Good thing is you can hear some of the Brave players to our left that are reading off the miles per hour on. So it's going to be nice today for us, like we're doing a big time match.
Absolutely. Right. Now we just need a little digital display out in center.
Or on the live stream.
Exactly.
Those of you tuning in to the stream today. 2-2 delivery is going to be strike 3 looking for Jeffers. 2 down in the inning for OU. It'll be up to Nicholas Sizemore to deliver Hollenbone home from third.
I think Jeffers might have been expecting off speed or breaking ball there, only because Aiken hadn't shown the ability to throw the fastball for a strike up to that point, but a good pitch by Aiken.
Sizemore, the catcher this afternoon. Good block by Rondon to keep it in front of him. Sizemore, a 5'10 junior from Pryor, Oklahoma, transfer from Eastern Oklahoma State College. Sizemore hitting .286, has driven in 31 on the year.
Rondon is taking beating early here behind the plate.
1-0 delivery to Sizemore. Breaking ball catches him on the back, and he'll take first base.
The only thing I thought was interesting on that with the hit by pitch there, I think that's the Braves' 51st hit by pitch on the year in 32 games.
Braves will have a pinch runner, and that's going to be Brad Grant, the courtesy runner for Sizemore, so we can get that gear on quickly. I know that's in which those games on Saturday, neither of them lasted more than the first game didn't last more than 2 hours. The second one felt like it was an hour and 30 minutes as we were over on the other field covering softball. Both games almost ended simultaneously.
Yeah, that's usually unheard of.
Usually we're here till almost dark on some of those. First pitch delivered to Carson Johnson is outside for ball one. Johnson hits short this afternoon as you hear that wind really picking up from the south. Runners at the corners for the Braves. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 down. Johnson hits from the right side. Good lead for Grant over at first, and Johnson's going to chop this one between short and third, and it gets through, and will score Bone from third.
Yeah, nice job, Jared. Just got his hands on it and rolled the ball through the hole at short and third and into the left field, and an RBI single, and gives the Braves a 2-0 lead here.
Johnson picking up his 23rd RBI of the season, and the freshman delivers again. The play for OU will be number 23, Luis De Leon, 6-foot sophomore from Greeley, Colorado. With runners at first and second for OU, they've already scored 2 in the inning, trying to stretch it some more. First pitch to De Leon, low again for ball one. Aiken in the inning. Trying to see how many pitches he might have, but take a little bit of delay there on those live stats right now. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-2 delivery, chopped foul towards the St. Mary dugout. Count it 1-1. De Leon, 1 home run, 17 runs batted in. He's hitting .286 as he starts this afternoon in right field. Runners at first and second for OU. They scored 2 in the inning. RBI single from Carson Johnson and Jonah Wiesner with that leadoff home run. 1-1 pitch. Going to be low for ball 2. De Leon, the second lefty in this lineup. Had a huge series against Oklahoma Wesleyan in that opening series of KCAC play where Ottawa went down to Bartlesville and swept then number 9 Oklahoma Wesleyan. Really put OU on the map to start this year. 2-1 pitch, swinging strike from De Leon. That one in the turf, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Braves up 2-0, 2 down in the inning. Braves at first and second. 2-2 on the way to De Leon, well outside. Then it gets by Rondon, and the runners will take second and third.
You know, at this point, Aiken is just trying to get off the field here without allowing the Braves to really blow this game open early here in the first.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Everyone will be moving here with 2 outs. Aiken's pitch to De Leon is going to be hit to left. Going back, that one's still tracking. It's going to go to the base of the wall. Both runs will score. De Leon digging for second. He'll get there in plenty of time. And Ottawa scored 4 in the first.
Yeah, again, that pitch was down in the zone. And a good piece of hitting there by De Leon. And he hit that on a line drive. And, you know, the left fielder looked like he had a good line and a route to it, but the ball just kept carrying and off the wall on the fly there for a stand-up double for De Leon.
And first mountain visit for St. Mary. They'll go talk to Aiken, and you talk about trying to live in the lower part of the zone. There is some movement in the bullpen right now, but Ottawa's just gone down and gotten a couple of these pitches and driven it out to left, and the wind has done the rest.
And really, other than the home run ball, that pitch was a good pitch. It was located, it was down and kind of in, and he just took it the other way.
Head coach Bruce Petty in his second season. And the Braves will send Logan Zazaya to the plate. Ottawa sending their 8th hitter of the inning, leading 4-0 with still a runner on second with 2 outs. Zazaya takes breaking ball for a strike. 6'2" senior from Grants Pass, Oregon. De Leon off that 2 RBI double stands at second. 0-1 from Aiken, low, and Rondon again able to slide over and keep it in front of him. Zazaya hitting .222, no home runs, 3 RBIs, but did have the go-ahead RBI against Kansas Wesleyan in Game 2 that secured the win for Ottawa. 1-1 pitch inside, and good pitch that time. Zazaya jammed, and he's behind in the count at 1-2.
Yeah, really good pitch there. In on the hands, kind of tied him up.
Braves up 4-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Runner at second. 1-2 delivery well outside, gets by the catcher. De Leon will take third.
That pitch kind of scored away from the catcher there, and that can't make the St. Mary's coaches happy about that.
We'll let you score that one as a pass ball then, because I had it as a WP. But that's
WP.
2-2 pitch, breaking ball low. That one started in a really good spot. That breaking ball's had Ottawa fish on a couple of the strikeouts. Braves have had 2 strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging. And now the count is full again. De Leon will be moving at third, and Aiken will step off the rubber. Three-two pitch. It's going to be hit to right center. It's carrying well to the track, to the wall. It bounces off the wall, and Zazaya will have a double. He's going to dig for third. He's going to get there in plenty of time. And Ottawa scored 5 in the first.
Yeah, that ball really kept carrying for as much as the wind's blowing out to left field. Once it got up in that jet stream, it just pushed and pushed and pushed and off the wall, almost 3/4 of the way up the wall in right center field.
RBI triple for Zazaya, and that is going to do it for Aiken, as Ottawa has chased him here in the bottom of the first inning, leading 5-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves baseball on KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Braves are able to chase Tyler Aiken in the first inning. Braves have scored 5 runs and have had 4 extra base hits, as it'll be Job Raines who will come in with 2 down and a runner at third. As we look at Raines on the year, this is appearance number 11. He's got 19 innings, 13 strikeouts with 11.37 ERA, and he has started 4 games this year. He was the one that I thought might start this game from the left side, and has been comfortable making his 12th appearance of the year.
Good looks to be from the few pitches we've seen him throw here on warm-ups. Good life on the fastball. And we'll completely different look for Braves hitters who were locked into the right hand, and now they're going to see the lefty.
Braves will bring Zach Spradlin to the plate, who really could say found his offensive groove in the KCAC tournament last year, hit a couple home runs. We know he can play small ball, but now with him in the lineup at the bottom, when he does lead off an inning or is the third or fourth hitter, creates so many problems because he can drop that bunt, and now he's shown the ability to hit for power. First pitch to Spradlin is high above the belt for ball one from Raines.
And really, Spradlin, serves as kind of that, the cliche, the second leadoff guy at the bottom of the lineup. And, a lot of teams have moved to that philosophy, to put pressure on so your leadoff guy can do more stuff with runners on base.
When your 9-hole hitter can hit 337, Raines, fastball outside, 2-0. Spradlin, 337 average, 2 home runs, 18 runs batted in. As Spradlin, the senior from Oakland, Washington. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 down. Braves up 5-0 in the first. He's going to hit this one well to center. Actually, it's off the end of the bat. Is it going to drop? No, plenty of time for the center fielder to make that grab. Lewis will make the catch to end the inning, but the Braves send 9 to the plate and score 5 as we go to the second inning. Ottawa 5, St. Mary 0. You're listening to Ottawa Braves baseball on KOFO.
Hey y'all, I'm Warren Ziders, and I'm a country music artist, and Boot Barn asked me to share my story. Once I had someone come into my life and tell me, you can do this, the bet was off. It was like, okay, you told me I can do this. I will give you everything I have, and I will put everything into this, all my time, all my energy. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. The best decision I ever made. You're just not looking back and just running with it. Boot Barn, keep west.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Braves strike for 5 runs in the first inning and have taken a 5-0 lead over St. Mary. So it'll be Wawasuk, Hardig, and Rondone, 4, 5, and 6 for St. Mary. And after a long delay for Austin Warfel, who worked a quick first inning. Saw just 3 hitters. First pitch to Wawasuk is fouled towards the St. Mary dugout. Quickly 0-1. 0-1 pitch, fastball right in there. Quickly 0-2.
A good pitch there right at the knees from Warfel.
Wawasuk hitting .255, has 1 home run on 11 runs batted in. 0-2 from Warfel, goes to the slider. Back again, just misses off the plates. 1-2. One-two pitch from Austin. Again, goes back to the slider. This one got away from him a little bit. Away from the righty, 2-2. Warfel always one to work quickly.
Yes.
2-2 pitch. Foul back and out of play. And as we are looking much better on the radar than we did yesterday as we were kind of prepping for this one, as we thought we'd be chasing a 4 o'clock potential rain. 2-2 pitch, going to be hit just off the end of the mat as Wawasuk stays alive.
Yeah, much happier with the drier weather.
Cruz Wawasuk from Leavenworth, sophomore infielder. 2-2 pitch, another breaking ball hit to second. Wiesner to his left. Plenty of time, makes the play. That one goes 4-3. But right now, with the way the standings are really climbed up, OU and McPherson at 15-3. Tabor, or Friends, now at up to 15-4. And that series, which at the time was early on in the year, really could help Ottawa down the stretch. They won 2 out of 3 against the Falcons. This one's going to be hit hard to left center. This one's going to be extra bases as it hits the base of the wall. turning for second is Hardig, and he will be in there with a stand-up double as St. Mary has their first hit of the game.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there by Hardig. He just went down and got that ball, and you know, Warfel probably says I missed my spot with it, but Hardig didn't miss his spot. He hit it well into the left center field gap.
We talked about Friends at 15-4, Tabor 14-4. There's 15 games remaining, and these midweek games are so important as McPherson and Tabor play today.
That'll be big.
That one hit right back up the middle. Wiesner, though, playing in the shift, going to go to first and will get out number 2. The runner moves to third. And St. Mary not looking to wait around. I mean, they've gone right at Warfel. When you've seen him as a closer, I mean, you know that he is going to bring the heat, and it's going to be in that zone.
Well, he's got the mentality of coming in as a closer, attack the zone.
Breaking ball just freezes Yancey for strike 1. Yancey, freshman from Lansing. 0-1 pitch. Low. What a job by Sizemore to slide over as that one landed just a few inches in front of his glove. That one could have really gone anywhere.
Yeah, saved the run there at third base for sure.
Runner at third with 2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike in the top of the second. 1-1 delivery, jammed back to the screen, and it's 1-2. If my hearing is good enough, I want to say that one was on the gun in 96.
That was
1-2 delivery, breaking ball, swinging, strike 3, and St. Mary will leave a runner on third after they got their first hit of the game. Braves 5-0 going to the bottom of the second. As OU comes back to the plate, you're listening to Ottawa Braves baseball on KOFO.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and wants your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Braves up 5-0 as Warfel was able to work out of that 1-out double as the runner actually moved over to third. And the first time we've kind of seen him in any type of jam, and went right at the hitter as we saw there to end the inning with the strikeout.
Yeah, again, that closer mentality, used to pitching with runners potentially in scoring positions, pays dividends for Warfel in that particular situation for sure.
We will basically restart the game for Ottawa offensively here, as we will see Jonah Wiesner, who led off the game with a solo shot in the first, here in the second inning, and it'll be lefty versus lefty as it's Rains back out there for the second inning as he came on in relief for Tyler Aiken, who was run from the game after facing 8 hitters. Breaking ball again low, 2-0. Wiesner now with 10 home runs on the season. .20 pitch is just going to miss low, 3-0, as that was a good fastball. Definitely tough to lay off of for a lefty. I know Matt's over here trying to scramble to find the, try and get some live stats for some of the other games this afternoon. 3-0 pitch is on the inside corner for a strike at 3-1.
Like I always say, technology is great when it works.
About to get hop on the 5Gs over here to try and figure it out. 3-1 pitch, another fastball that Wiesner fouls. It might have been a little inside. We'll go to 3-2. Wiesner, one of those newcomers to this Ottawa team that has just gotten off to such a great start in his first year at OU. The transfer from Allen Community College. 3-2 pitch, fouled away down the left-hand side, spoiled a really good slider away from him, and we'll go 3-2 again.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there and a good piece of hitting by Wiesner just to survive and get to see another pitch here.
3-2 pitch again and chopped towards the St. Mary dugout. Well, that was one of the questions coming in, Matt. Trying to replace power numbers from Kratzenberg a year ago and Antonetti was one of the questions, and Ottawa really hasn't had to use the long ball the way they did a year ago.
No, not at all. And but that's the sign of a team. Makes it even harder to get them out.
3-2 pitch goes. I believe it might have gone off the foot. They're going to let Wiesner walk off a little bit here. Not a great feeling, I'm sure.
And I think to your point on not having to rely on the long ball, if you can score runs in different ways, it just makes you that much more of a complete team, because you never know when you're going to get in a situation where the wind's blowing in, or you've got a dominant pitcher. I mean, other teams have great pitchers as well, and they're going to keep the Braves offense down, but being able to scratch out singles and doubles are huge.
3-2 pitch is going to be chopped to second. Wiesner with good speed, but going to be thrown out by a couple steps by the second baseman Fuentes for the first out. Bring back up Tyler Farnham, who struck out in the first inning as he faced off against Aiken. First pitch to Farnham, foul back. And in the three hitters that Raines has faced, he's done a nice job. Did give up that triple to Zazaya, but then able to get the fly out and now a ground out. Maybe trying to find a little bit of rhythm for St. Mary on the mound. 0-1 pitch, showing bunt and pulling back is Farnham as he will take a strike. 0-2.
Yeah, and I think, as for the Braves hitters, making the adjustment from the right-hander to the left-hander now. You want to see pitch, and, for all of them, it's the first time I've seen him probably.
Oh-2 pitch, fastball that Farnham can't lay off of, and he'll strike out for the second out of the inning. We mentioned the Braves dominated the first matchup 23-5, and when you look at how that game finished up, Braves, as we mentioned, scoring 9 in the second, 7 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. So we're able to stack some really good innings together. It'll be Holland Bone to try and keep the inning alive for OU after Raines has retired the first two hitters of the second. One-0 delivery to Holland, outside 2-0, and Braves actually had Josh Perez on the mound in that one, who's been one of the midweek guys for them. 5 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 3 earned. But then Spradlin, Johnson, and Farnham all had 2 hits in that game and drove in multiple RBIs. 2-0 delivery to Bone is a fastball for a strike at 2-1.
A pitch down and away, at least from our angle, I thought maybe a little out of the zone, but umpires have been consistent with that call all day.
2-1 pitch from Raines, outside to 3-1. This is Braves an opportunity to tie the all-time series today with a win. They trail St. Mary 38-39 against St. Mary all time, but are on a 4-game winning streak against the Spires dating back to 2020. 3-1 to Bone. This one's hit well to center. That ball carrying deep to the wall and gone. And that one hit the house in center field. That thing just kept carrying, Matt, and Bone does it again.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. Got up in the wind and the jet stream, and it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And literally, Casey, straightaway center field. You couldn't have drawn a straight line from home to center field and had that ball more than 3 feet off of it either side.
16th home run of the year, and the Bama Bomber stays hot.
Yeah, just a big swing there.
And that is the old married housing that is now used by maintenance for storage, and might be a den or two up there.
Yes.
Jeffers swinging at a fastball behind 0-1. Jeffers struck out looking in the first inning. Braves lead at 6-0, bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch from Rains is going to be hit back up the middle for a base hit for Jeffers. It's going to be cut off in left center. Jeffers trying to get to second base, and he will. The center fielder, Lewis, took a little bit longer than he needed to, and Jeffers showing off the speed.
Yeah, it looked like that single and then a bobble out there by Lewis in center field allowed Jeffers to advance to second.
After the Braves' first two hitters of the inning went down with a ground out and a strikeout, Bone hits one to the moon in center, and then Jeffers gets himself a single and able to get to second base on the error in center field. Sizemore, he's going to hit one to left. Is he going to drive a run? And they're going to send Jeffers home. And with his speed, they're going to go to second base, and Jeffers will score easily.
Yeah, nice job there. Wasn't fooled at all. Solid line drive in left field to score Jeffers from second.
Sizemore's 32nd RBI of the season. But Ottawa's done it in all different ways today. We've seen the home run twice. We've had a triple. We've had two doubles, a couple singles, using all parts of the field.
I love watching a game where we get a cycle.
Runner going on the pitch, going to be close at second, but unable to hold on to it is Fuentes. As the pinch runner, Grant, is safe at second.
Looks like we have some activity in the Spires bullpen. Can't quite make out the number, but a right-hander.
Carson Johnson at the plate, heading the count at 1-0. Makes another fastball outside, 2-0. Johnson, the 5'10 freshman from Carl Junction, Missouri. Heading the count at 2-0. Runner at second base, 2 down. 2-0 delivery, hit down the line, and that's going to be a fair ball. That one's going into the corner. Runner will score from second easily. Johnson with the stand-up double. And it's all coming up Ottawa right now.
Yeah, that ball was just yanked inside the third baseline, and no chance for the third baseman to make a play on that ball, and it got into the left field corner and kind of rattled around there. Johnson was able to have the easy stand-up double.
So Ottawa's added 3 more to their lead as they go up 8-0. And it is so impressive when a freshman can come in, picks up his 23rd RBI, actually 23 and 24, as he had a RBI in his first plate appearance. It'll be Luis De Leon with the 2-run double back in the first inning, which made it 4-0. And all this being done with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch to De Leon, breaking ball he's out in front of. It's 1-1.
You know, it's similar to what we saw at Casey on Saturday with the Lady Braves in softball. You know, how important it is to push runs across with 2 outs in an inning.
1-1 delivery to De Leon, hit back up the middle off the pitcher, keeps it in front of him, and will make the play in time to get De Leon. But Ottawa scores 3 more as they go up 8-0 over St. Mary. We head to the 3rd inning. Ottawa 8, St. Mary nothing. You listen to Braves baseball on KOFO.
My name is Darby Weidel. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology, and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. Like, they're all my big support systems, and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Braves up 8-0. They scored 5 in the first, 3 in the second. as it will be Hubble, Lewis, and Guevara. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Spires in the third. Did have a double in the second inning, but was left stranded. This one going to be hit to third, between third and short, and a first pitch swinging single for Hubble.
Yeah, Hubble just kind of jumped on that first pitch. Like you mentioned earlier, Spires hitters know that Warfel's going to attack the zone.
Batting second in the inning. Going to be number 7, Sebastian Lewis, freshman from Eudora. First pitch to him, fastball, now back to the netting. Behind it 0-1. Lewis looking for his first hit of the season. Has had a couple sac flies. Actually, excuse me, says that the batting average is at 0. That can't be correct. He's got a couple hits. This one going to be hit softly to short. Can Ottawa find a way to get the lead runner? They do. As Johnson charging the whole way, able to flip it over to Wiesner for the fielder's choice.
Yeah, tough play there for Johnson. Had to come in on that ball, and it kind of made a tough angle to try to flip it over to Wiesner for the force out.
We go back to the top of the lineup with Guevara. Fouled up, or popped up in the infield to start the game. So he went to Wiesner. And he's going to take one inside, and it does catch him. And a hit by pitch by Warfel puts runners at first and second with 1 out.
Looks like that pitch just kind of got away from Warfel there.
Spires with 2 on and 1 out. Bring up Fuentes, who was robbed of a base hit by Connor Jeffers in the first inning. First pitch to Fuentes, slider that's in there for a strike, and Ottawa's going to pick off the runner at first base on the gun from Sizemore.
Yeah.
2 down in the third.
Now, I'm not sure where the runner was going at that point, if there was a missed sign, maybe a double steal, or exactly what happened there. But
what a throw by Sizemore, though, from his knees with the laser to throw Guevara out at first. And now Ottawa heading, or Warfel heading the count at 0-2. Breaking ball gets Fuentes to go after it. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 down, top of the third. Braves up 8-0. Runner at second for St. Mary. 0-2 pitch, another breaking ball. Did he go around on the check swing? No. Standing at second is Lewis after he reached on the fielder's choice. One-two pitch, fastball, going to strike him out, looking to end the inning as St. Mary leaves 1 on the base paths after they get 1 hit but no runs. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
Where do you go when you need your ring repaired, sized, or you're missing a stone and you have no idea where to get it fixed? Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. When it comes to jewelry, we make shopping local even more convenient. We'll make repairs quickly and get your ring back on your finger where it belongs. We'll take the time to help you find the right size stone for your ring and your budget to replace the one you lost. It's all about taking care of you, our customer and friend. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Where are those receipts?
Tax day is nearly here.
I held on to those.
And Chanel is stressing.
Why do I always wait to the last minute?
Her small business needs a bookkeeper to crunch some big numbers.
All these spreadsheets make my head spin. None of this adds up.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
St. Mary will go to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Mason Isabel. Isabel, a sophomore from Slidell, Louisiana. As we look at his numbers on the year, making his 12th appearance, has gone 10 1/3, 9 strikeouts, has a 27.87 ERA. As Ottawa has seen Aiken, who was gone after just getting 2 outs in the first. Raines came in and took over for the remainder of that inning and into the second, and now Isabel in for St. Mary, the hard-throwing righty. As Ottawa will have Zazaya, Spradlin, and Wiesner due up in the third inning as Ottawa is in control 8-0. Had 8 runs on 8 hits and only have left two on the bags in those innings. And as we saw from the last inning, all 3 runs scored with 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, the Braves have been very efficient in cashing in the 2-out runs today for sure. And, you know, and again, I keep mentioning it, that becomes a huge factor as you go down the stretch, being able to push those runs in with 2 outs.
Zazaya with a RBI triple in the first inning, takes fastball high. Zaya's 4th RBI of the season in the first, takes fastball for a strike, 1-1. Zaya with the Ian Kinsler look, with
yes.
the pants high and the always like that look.
Yeah,
not Hunter Pence high, but you know, 1-1 delivery to Zaya in there for a strike. Hunter Pence had it all the way up to his thigh.
Yeah,
and
he was above the knee.
Yeah, he was well above the knee. Interesting guy too. Interesting follow on social media.
I can imagine. Loves life.
1-2 pitch, fouled back by Zazaya. That was one that Ranger fans, you know, we didn't have a lot to cheer about over the last couple of years, but glad to have him home. Played at the University of Texas at Arlington during his career. Also home of John Lackey, played at UTA. One ball and 2 strikes to Zazaya, leading off the bottom of the third, and he's going to swing at a breaking ball, poking out to short. It's going to be a close play. I'm going to get him by a couple steps. As ranging to his right is Guevara for the first out.
Yep, kind of had him out front there on top of that, kind of rolled over it. And just a soft ground ball to the shortstop who fielded it easily across the diamond for the out.
Brings up Zach Spradlin. Fly out to center. Ended the first inning as Ottawa sent all 9 hitters to the plate in the inning. OU sent 7 in the second. Breaking ball to Spradlin for a strike. Hard to believe, you know, just watching Isbell from the first batter, first couple batters, hard to believe with the ERA over 27.
Yeah.
Seems to have good control of that slider, and fastball has good velocity. 0-1 delivery, misses high, 1-1.
You know, and without diving into the numbers, it may be one of those that, you know, he was a midweek guy that got stuck out on the diamond on the hill and said, hey, you're taking one for the team.
9 strikeouts to 17 walks. 1-1 pitch to Spradlin. Will show bunt, bring it back. They'll go ahead at 2-1. Braves were originally scheduled to play a Cliche tomorrow. That series was canceled, so Ottawa won't play until Friday when they will play host to Southwestern here at Alumni Park for 3. 2-1 to Spradlin, and in front of a fastball, it's 2-2. Braves will play a single game Friday at 2 o'clock and then a doubleheader against Southwestern on Saturday. Just after today, just 14 games remaining in conference play. It's going to be a good one down the stretch. 2-2 pitch, going to strike out looking on perfect location from Isbell. We expect you to have Blake Griffin on the call this weekend for that 3-game set. Really enjoyed listening to Blake this year.
Had done a nice job.
Back to the top of the lineup with Jonah Wiesner. Wiesner with a home run in the first, ground out in the second. And I know you hate when I do this, these Ranger comparison, but when I watch him hit, very similar batting stance to Michael Young is what I see when I from the left side, Michael Young with power.
I can see that. Yeah, I enjoy it.
1-0 pitch. This one going to be popped up in foul territory, ranging To his right is Root. Plenty of time, plenty of ground, makes the catch to end the inning. Ottawa goes in order. They still lead at 8-0 going to the fourth inning here in Ottawa. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Why Boot Barn for your business? Because nothing is more important than your workers' safety and your peace of mind. With a commercial account at Boot Barn, you get a customized program specific to your business. The largest assortment of work boots and workwear for every industry. The convenience of having a one-source nationwide supplier and nationwide customization. You need safety and compliance. We have your back. Commercial accounts at Boot Barn Work.
Isbell comes in for St. Mary and able to get the first 0 of the game on the scoreboard. Start the fourth inning for the Spires. Roop, Wawasuk, and Hardig. 3, 4, and 5 in the heart of the Spire lineup to face Austin Warfel. Through 3 innings, giving up 2 hits, has 2 strikeouts. First fastball a little low, 1-0. The wind is died down just a little bit, now under cloud cover. 1-0 pitch, very low, 2-0.
Very pleasant day though here at the ball yard for early April.
Considering the cold weather we've had most of the start to spring. 2-0 pitch. This one gonna be roped to left for a base hit. As St. Mary starts their second inning in a row with the leadoff hitter reaching base.
Also a nice crowd here at the field today for a midweek game. Students sneaking out, catching some rays.
I assume none of them were in Lawrence last night.
They might be just getting up.
There was something big that happened yesterday. This one going to be hit hard but foul down the first base line, out of play. The way I look at it is, Texas beat the national champions, so
that's true.
Got to fight. Texas is back. That's the.
Oh, you're talking about basketball?
Yeah, that one. Did KU baseball play yesterday too? No. There was a. Love that ballpark there in Lawrence. Yeah. Very intimate environment for sure when you go watch a game out there. 0-1 pitch from Warfel, just misses below the knees. Wawasuk must have had a bend a little bit there.
Yes.
Wawasuk had a ground out to second base in the second inning. Runner at first for the Spires, no outs. Breaking ball, this one hit hard to right field, but with a beat on it is De Leon, and he'll make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, when that ball left the bat, I thought it might carry a little more, but it really didn't have much carry to right field. De Leon took a couple steps to his right and made the catch.
Hardig actually got the Spires in the hit column back in the second inning with his double, but was left stranded at third base. And right here takes a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Nothing he could really do with that. So he's behind at 0-1. Standing at first is Roop with 1 out. Top of the fourth, Braves leading the Spires 8-0. 0-1 delivery. It's going to be hit to second. Could be 2 for OU. Johnson to Wiesner to Bone. In time. And that ends the inning on the double play. As we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Braves up 8-0. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
When it comes to your home, quality matters. And when quality matters, choose the best. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call today to have your air conditioner serviced. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Why Boot Barn for your business? Because nothing is more important than your workers' safety and your peace of mind. With a commercial account at Boot Barn, you get a customized program specific to your business. The largest assortment of work boots and workwear for every industry. The convenience of having a one-source nationwide supplier and nationwide customization. You need safety and compliance. We have your back. Commercial accounts at Boot Barn Work.
Orful gets the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play to send St. Mary down in the fourth. Braves will come to hit in the bottom of the fourth as Farnham, Bone, and Jeffers step to the box for OU, leading 8-0. Braves trying to get back to their second straight NAI national tournament. As we see assistant Rob Sagi making his way out of the dugout over into the coach's box. Farnham looking to make some contact here. Struck out in the first and in the second. Josh Larinaga down the third baseline for OU. Stands in his coach's box. Was there well early. Didn't have to make the full jog.
That's right.
0-1 breaking ball hit back up the middle, and Farnham is on the score sheet as he will get the single. Big turn. He'll stay at first with the leadoff single for OU.
You know, he was running hard out of the box and was thinking about getting the second on that ball because the Spire outfielders are playing so deep, especially in left and center, almost with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, the left fielder looks like his heels on the warning track. And here comes Holland Bone, which...
I mean, that would warrant maybe...
maybe getting back just a little bit. Bone hitting his 16th home run of the season in the second inning. So, as he takes low for ball one.
That baseball might be stored in the storage facility.
To check that building for hail damage.
Yes.
1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Bottom of the fourth. Fastball well outside, got to get by the catcher again, and Farnham going to take second base. Lost his batting gloves, and I'm pretty sure his foot guard as well, as he was making his way just too fast there.
That was speed due, right?
Two balls and no strikes to Bone, and with the base open, we'll see if St. Mary wants to try to pitch to him. They just throw him a breaking ball, and he'll foul it softly to the Ottawa dugout, 2-1.
I'm sure Bone was coming out of his shoes on that slow hanging curveball.
There's a big gap on the right side of the infield right now. They're playing for the pull big time. 2-1 to Bone, low, ball 3. And I don't know if they want to try and leave anything near the zone right now.
No, with the runner advanced to second and first base open, you might be better off to take your chances, pitch to somebody else.
Bone did reach on a walk in the first, came around to score, and then that solo shot in the second. 3-1 to Bone, well high for ball 4, and he'll walk for the second time on the afternoon. Runners at first and second for OU in the fourth inning, leading by 8. And it will be Connor Jeffers, who doubled in the second inning. Left stranded at second base. Actually, excuse me, he came around to score. My apologies. Got to finish that diamond on my score sheet. This one's going to be hit to right. Right fielder going back, but plenty of time. Braves are going to tag up from second, and making his way over to third is Farnham. Does move the runner.
Yeah, good work there. Gets a runner up.
Runners at the corners for OU with 1 out. And it's Nicholas Sizemore who reached base twice, RBI single in the second. Never like it when a catcher gets hit by a pitch, but
no.
Came back in the bottom or in the top of the third and was able to throw a runner out at first base. defensively. First pitch fouled out of play.
Always felt like catchers feel like I get hit by enough pitches, catch it.
Talk about that magnet in your pocket
Yeah.
all the time. It's
Imaginary ball magnet.
bottom of the fourth here at Alumni Park. Braves leading 8-0. Trying to add to it with runners on the corners with one out. Sizemore at the plate. 0-1 pitch, well outside, and Bone's going to go. Braves are going to send the run home. Bone's going to be safe at second, and the runner will score.
The old delayed steal there.
We're going to have to check the stats there. Holland Bone stealing his 4th base of the year. Showing some speed.
Absolutely sneaky. Runs the bases like a young Albert Pujols did.
Sneaky speed. He's really good at the delayed steal. That was a Pujols special.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball. Slides outside at 2-1.
I know you being a Ranger fan, not a big fan of the Pujols.
No, he deposited a few home runs in that World Series. One, I think, to the 3rd deck. At least 2.5 decks up at the old ballpark. 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball got away that time. 3-1. Maybe crossed up his catcher, too. Rondon not really prepared for that. That one, he saved the umpire, I think, there more than anything.
Yes.
It's always a good plate appearance when you get an RBI. You don't even have to put the ball in play.
Right, right.
That was the best part about Little League. You could really pad the stats when they're walking guys or whatever it was.
Absolutely.
3-1 pitch to Sizemore. Hit to third, off the glove of the third baseman. They are going to send Bone home. The throw will be cut off and thrown to second base. And an RBI single for Sizemore. And Bone with the stolen base and then scoring from second on the single. Gives Ottawa a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, good job there. Hit that ball hard.
So you have to call that an RBI single, but
Yes.
2 RBIs in the at-bat. So.
Yes. Yeah. Very productive. Looks like we got a pinch runner here. Number 7.
And go back to Brad Grant again. Carson Johnson takes outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch, outside 2-0.
Not to be confused with our producer back at the studios, Larson Johnson.
That's right. Son of OU legend Bob Johnson, the voice of Ottawa Braves football. Pretty sure he called a few Ottawa baseball games a few years back. 2 balls and no strikes. Braves with the runner on first. They scored 2 in the inning and extend the lead out to 10. 2-0 pitch. Johnson is a strike. 2-1. Johnson with an RBI single in the first and an RBI double in the second. That's me right now.
To the west, southwest.
2-1 pitch. Johnson might have been a hit and run on there as Grant was halfway to second base. 2-2, but Carson Johnson on the year now up to 24 runs batted in and has to be looked at as one of the top freshman contributors in this conference right now.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job. Very impressed watching him play.
2-2 pitch to Johnson outside 3-2 coming from Carl Junction, Missouri. I'm going to ask you to be the geography specialist here.
Down near Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin. Taking some out of the heart of America's backyard.
Yes.
I like that.
Absolutely.
I also like when you beat Baker 13-6 in a snowstorm like they did last week. That was nice. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Low for ball 4. Johnson draws the walk, and Ottawa continuing to put ducks on the pond.
Yeah, kind of a bad recipe for St. Mary today.
It'll be Luis De Leon to the plate with runners at first and second for the Braves in 1 out. Scored 2 in the inning. They lead 10-0. Fastball well outside, 1-0. We look at our schedule going forward, KOFO events. Braves will cover Friday's matchup against Southwestern, and then Braves will cover them again Tuesday, April 12th, and then Friday, April 22nd. That's the big one against Tabor. We're all big down the stretch, I guess, when you're trying to win a conference title. But you look at the April 12th matchup against Avila. So we've got a bunch of OU baseball coming up, mixed in with some softball during that time as well. We'll see them again on April 20th when they host Kansas Wesleyan, and then finishing off April 26th against Tabor. Runners at first and second, 1-1 delivery outside, 2-1 to De Leon. A 2 RBI double back in the first inning. Round out in the second. The 2-1 pitch. De Leon swings at one, little outside. It's 2-2.
Yeah, good swing, good hack right there. Just a little tardy on the fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runners at first and second. 2-2 delivery, hit down the line, opposite field, but it's tailing foul off the bullpen and left. See if we might be able to check on that Tabor McPherson score here in a little bit. Two-two pitch. It's going to be hit to second. Could be a double play. They'll go to second for 1, to first for the double play, but Ottawa adds 2 more as they are up 10-0 going to the 5th inning. Listen to Ottawa Braves baseball on KOFO.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Braves add 2 more and lead at 10-0. We start the 5th inning here in Ottawa. In that last half inning for OU, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, but 2 left on base. Rondon, Yancey, and Hubble, 6, 7, and 8 to the plate for St. Mary. Been able to get the leadoff hitter on base, but have been left stranded in every inning. This one going to be hit up to short. This will be a tough play for Johnson. He takes it on 1 hop. The throw in the snag at first from Bone. Able to get Rondon.
Nice play there. Nice soft hands by Bone to dig that one out of the dirt on the throw.
Excuse me, that was 3 innings in a row that St. Mary was able to get the leadoff hitter on, and that time Johnson able to go back on that one enough to get the good hop and makes a throw that allowed Bone to go down and get it. Olin Bone, who didn't play a whole lot of first place last year when Kratzenberg was standing at first. Rylan Kratzenberg with those 23 home runs. That was one thing down in New Orleans that really caught the eye of all the teams we played against. 2-0 pitches in their first strike to Yancey. The home run that Antonetti hit to the opposite field was the longest home run they had seen all year. That was from talking to the SID and to the, if anyone watched those streams, which were fantastic, the individual that called all those games was really impressed with our power while we were there. So we eat a lot of corn.
A lot of
corn out here. 3-1 pitch, and maybe a little bit of Raising Cane's too.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch, catches Yancey on the left arm, and he will take his base on the hit by pitch. And Ottawa hitting 3 home runs, almost 4. Antonetti had one in the night game against Kaiser that I think during the day probably gets out, but that Marine layer in New Orleans kept it in the ballpark. I mean, that is one of the biggest ballparks you will ever see. 35, 40-foot fences make it even tougher at Segnet Field. Fastball just misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, big, huge walls for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness. But a great ballpark, great covered stands, great atmosphere. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball misses inside. Had a chance to see all those guys from Loyola at the NAI Basketball National Tournament Final Four. A couple weeks ago, Loyola went on to win the national championship. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good year for them.
Very good year. And Warfel does get the fastball in there for strike 2 and 1. He faces Hubble. Singled in the third. First pitch that he saw. Able to rip it to left field for the single. 2 balls and 1 strike, runner at first. Delivery from Warfel. Another fastball. It's going to be hit softly to third. Braves are going to have to go to first for just 1. Hubble runs well, dives to first, but not in time for him as Ottawa gets the outs on a good throw from Zazaya.
Yeah, tough play. That ball was hit short and a slow roller and had to come in. And
not sure the head first dive helped him there. He took a little stutter step before he got there. Would have made it a little bit closer. I like the effort.
Yeah, there's always the debate about should you run through it or dive, and depending on who's running the stopwatch and running the test. I've seen it both ways, so I'm not a big believer in diving in first.
You've done a few of those tests in your day, huh? Fastball for a strike to Lewis.
I've actually watched a couple. We did it with some of the kids when we were coaching younger, and more times than not, the straight run through the base was quicker than the dive and much safer.
So I'm going to be hit to second. Wiesner going to have to work quickly to his right. He's not going to get it in time, and there'll probably be scored an error on the play as we'll have runners on the corners for St. Mary with 2 outs.
The Wiesner had a lot of ground to cover there. He was playing more up the middle, but still a play that you would ask him and ask his coach if he should make. He would tell you probably honestly yes.
That one will go E4 as Guevara, the leadoff hitter, back to the top. Flew out in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third, but was picked off by Sizemore on the base paths just 1 pitch later. He takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. It's you think about that regional and opportunity, win your first 2, win over Benedictine, and then you go and beat the host Loyola in an atmosphere that, I mean, there had to have been 400 or 500 people there. Felt like what you would think an SEC baseball environment. Everyone in that building knew how big each pitch was, and to come away with the win was so huge. 0-1 delivery, breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Unfortunate for OU, though, that Kaiser able to get 2 days rest between their 2 games. It's just the way the weather unfortunately worked out for OU. So
I was going to say, if I remember correctly, had a couple issues with rain.
Just a little bit, yeah. Very wet. 0-2 delivery, breaking ball, looking for strike 3, and that one had to have missed low. It was on the right side of the plate. It was 1-2.
I think they used the term monsoon.
Yes. Well, now, yeah, it was unbelievable. 1-2 pitch from Warfel. This one's going to be a base hit and a single, and St. Mary is going to score their first run of the game on an RBI single by Guevara. Makes the score Ottawa 10, St. Mary 1.
Just kind of slapped that ball into right field. Found the green grass and was able to push across the first run of the day for the Spires.
Well, in the game that ended it for OU in the national tournament against Oklahoma City, we're now seeing the player that really got after Ottawa. Cross factor is just lighting it up right now for Oklahoma City down in the Sooner Athletic Conference. This one going to be lifted to right. De Leon going back, and we'll have time to make the grab to end the inning, but St. Mary gets their first run. Braves still lead 10-1 going to the bottom of the 5th here in Ottawa. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
Where
are those receipts?
Tax day is nearly here,
I held on to those.
and Chanel is
Why
stressing.
do I always wait to the last minute?
Her small business needs a bookkeeper to crunch some big numbers.
All these spreadsheets make my head spin. None of this adds up.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Bottom of the 5th here in Ottawa. St. Mary able to get a run on 1 hit. Braves did have an error, but the Spires leave 2 on base as Austin Morphle has come in and delivered 5 innings in a midweek game. I mean, if you're Gabe Grinder, you got to be happy with that as he's only given up just the 1 run.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Morphle's done a great job, kept Spires hitters off balance, sprayed a few hits around the field, and really avoided the big inning and staying out of trouble.
I want to talk about what's going on in Great Bend this year. We mentioned it during the softball games this weekend, but the turf going to be a major factor. I mean, we saw how that field played different all 4 days that we were in Great Bend. They made it very clear that they were putting in turf, and it played much different than how we had seen in years past.
Yeah, no, it'll be exciting to see how the teams and how the games are played out there this year in the turf. Looking forward to it.
First pitch inside to Zazaya. It's 1-0. Zazaya with a triple in the first inning with an RBI, as he is 1 for 2. 1-0 delivery. It's going to be hit well to left. That ball is crushed, and that ball is history into the parking lot and left for Logan Zazaya, and Ottawa goes up 11-1.
Yeah, that ball was left out over the middle of the plate again and split to 2 white cars just over the left field fence and maybe off of the van for St. Mary out there.
That ball got out quickly.
Yeah, just an absolute missile shot.
His first home run of the season. A home run and 5 RBIs on the year now for Zazaya. He had an RBI back in the first inning as well. When you're going to get power numbers from the bottom of your lineup as well. Spradlin first pitch swinging as he does. Loops this one to right. The right fielder coming in hard, but able to make the grab is Yancey for the first out.
Yeah, and the Braves lineup is beginning to show round into what you would say midseason form here, getting some, power from all parts of the lineup. And the power doesn't have to be hit it out of the ballpark. Hit the ball hard off the walls.
Braves, that was their 3rd solo shot of the game, and Wiesner started it for OU in the first inning. And he will step into the box, take ball 1. The other thing is about this year is the structure of the tournament, going away from the interesting of the 2 versus 5, 1 playing the loser of 2 versus 5, all that structure. This one's going to be hit hard to center, tailing that one heading back to the wall. Diving effort, not enough as the center fielder can't hang on to it. Wiesner's going to dig for third, heading there, and he's going to get there in time. Ottawa's 2nd triple of the afternoon, and Jonah Wiesner gets his 2nd extra base hit.
Yeah, that ball was hit on a line, and really the center fielder was playing deep, but because it was hit so hard, Lewis really didn't have much of an opportunity to make a play on that because the ball just squirted away.
Have to remember, I can't really start any new conversations when Wiesner's up there. When he sees the first one he likes, he's going to go after it. But this year, the 1 and 2 seeds get a bye on day 1, and it will be 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5 on that Wednesday. That's so huge. As we know, starting pitching plays such a major factor once you get to Great Bend.
Oh, absolutely. And the old format was just brutal if you had to play that first day and then turn right around and play another top team, a top seed.
And it was usually at 8 or 9 a.m. the next day. This one's going to be shot to right. Is it going to be enough to score Wiesner from third? He'll tag up. The throw coming to the plate is off the line, and Wiesner will score. That one was up the third base line, and a sac fly for Tyler Farnham.
I'm sure Farnham would have rather had a base hit, but the sac fly and RBI isn't a bad consolation. Extends the lead here for the Braves.
And here is Holland Bone, who's reached base all 3 times today, and he'll take one well outside for ball 1.
You know, and for the listeners out there too, Casey, you know, with the KCAC tournament out at Great Bend, you know, I'd encourage everybody to, you know, come out and take a
scenic drive.
Take a scenic drive to Great Bend. But I mean, it's a great complex and a lot of energy, and especially with having softball and baseball both there.
And Bone gets hit on the foot, and he's going to take his base for the 4th time. This time hit by pitch. But you're exactly right, Matt. Definitely feel the energy, especially once you get to day 2 or 3. When you get to the elimination games, especially. I mean, it is a different feel there, and we were lucky enough to go 8-0.
Absolutely.
As both programs going 4-0 apiece last year. Ottawa, the baseball team, take a little, you know, different routes there, as they started with the 2 seed, had the followed by the 4 seed, 1 seed, and the 3 seed. So
yeah, they just lined them up and mowed them down.
That Holland Bone Grand Slam really set things off for OU in that night game, and night 2 against Kansas Wesleyan. 2 breaking balls outside start off. Connor Jeffers to head in the count at 2-0 with Bone standing on second, or Bacon standing on first with 2 outs.
Well, the other thing too is the community out there really supports the tournament. Very welcoming. All the restaurants and everybody's, you know, very friendly and looks forward to asking you questions about how your team's doing.
Well, and as we know, that one's fouled out of play by Jeffers. Most teams in this conference do not have lights, so opportunities to play night games. I mean, the atmosphere for both the Kansas Wesleyan and then the Oklahoma Wesleyan game the next night.
Yes.
Just a little different.
It's extra special. It's a little more electric.
2-1 pitch from Isbell. Going to catch the inside part of the plate with the fastball for a strike. And deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Ottawa up with 12-1 on St. Mary. Two-two pitch, breaking ball. That's going to be hit to center. Jeffers driving that one deep. That one to the track, and it's gone. And Jeffers using a little bit more lift that time than what we saw from Bone when he hit one to center, but it counts just the same.
Yeah, it cleared the batter's eye out in center field. Again, I'm not sure if you drew a line to center field that you could hit that ball any much more direct out than straight ahead over the center field fence. I mean, it was an absolute shot again.
14-1 OU.
And I know the wind's blowing a little bit out that direction, but that ball was...
Well, you look at the flags, it's not...
Yeah, it's not gusting.
No. And Bone just scored his 4th run of the game.
Do we have a pinch hitter here, possibly?
I believe you're right. That is going to be number 22, Jason Himmerling, freshman from Azle, Texas. I believe already got another signee from Azle, Texas coming in this next year as well. So getting after some of those 5A high schools in the outskirts of Fort Worth. Took a loss to them my freshman year at Birdville High School. Kicked 2 extra points in that game. Actually, excuse me, we won that. B team won that game, 18 to 1. But, you know, way back when. Way back when. First pitch is high to Hemerling.
Ball escapes out of the bullpen.
Hemerling has played 4 games this year. This is his 8th plate appearance. No home runs, 3 runs batted in, hitting .429. Right-handed hitter. Another freshman getting some important plate appearances. 1-0 pitch, outside. Good frame from Rondon. I thought that was well outside. Made it look a little closer than it was. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, that's a great point that you made there about freshmen getting some key at-bats in a midweek game here.
2-0 pitch. This one's hit hard to left. That one's driven to the wall and gone. Jason Himmerling hits his first home run as a Brave.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, again, showing some of the depth of the Braves hitters here. Pinch hit home run for a leadoff home, or for his first home run of the year. Probably something he'll never forget for sure.
Hopefully someone able to pick that one up. That first home run's always a little more special than the rest, but goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Braves have exploded with 3 home runs in the inning.
And again, that ball was absolutely tattooed. Made it to the parking lot easily
Braves
on the fly.
5 home runs on the day. And they're up 15-1. Breaking ball a little high. To Carson Johnson. He's fouls one back to the netting. Evens the count at 1-1.
Johnson had a big swing there. Got jammed. Pitch was in on his hands. Couldn't get his arms extended.
As the 4th solo home run, Braves had that other 2-run home run from Jeffers right before that. 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. St. Mary will play at home against Bethany on Saturday and Sunday. They just redid their complex as well, full turf for them. Seen that on film. Talked about Baker redoing their complex. 2-1 pitch. Gonna be called strike, 2-2.
You know, I feel like more and more schools are spending, I don't want to say the money, but the effort, but, you know, realize the benefit of being able to play without lost games, maintenance.
Teams just maybe tired of taking so many trips down to Oklahoma and Texas trying to.
Absolutely.
It's nice to be able to play a few of those, even when it might be a little chilly. 2-2 breaking ball well outside. Count goes full. Braves have scored 5 in the inning. They scored 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the fourth, and 5 here in the fifth. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottawa up by 14. 3-2 breaking ball misses outside. Johnson comes all the way back from down 1-2 to draw the 2-out walk. That's his 2nd walk of the game. He's reached all 4 plate appearances. And that is hard to find sometimes from a young hitter.
Absolutely. The patience. Especially when everybody else is hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You feel like you want in on some of that action. Spires do have a right-hander loosening in the bullpen.
Luis De Leon at the plate, takes low for ball 1. De Leon with a 2 RBI double in the first. He's 1 for 3. De Leon with 19 runs batted in now on the season. 1-0 to De Leon inside, catches him on the leg. That ball just died as soon as it hit him.
Quick update, McPherson Tabor score 0-0 in the bottom of the 2nd.
Okay. Early on there, and I think we will have another pitching change here. We'll take a break. Bottom of the 5th, Braves up 15-1. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
My name is Jose Trejo. I'm a junior here at Ottawa University, and I'm currently studying exercise science. One of my favorite things about OU is that it's a small community, and coming from Western Kansas, where all there is small country towns, I felt right at home as everyone kind of just felt like family. It's a great community. It has a lot of support behind it, and most of the professors here are extremely well about getting you to understand the knowledge that they want you to understand.
Education for a lifetime at Ottawa University. To find out more, visit online at ottawa.edu.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
New pitcher for St. Mary will be Damon Sieper. Seifer, a junior from Topeka, transfer from Allen Community College. As we look at Seifer's numbers, just his 4th appearance, has gone 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, has not given up a run, hasn't actually given up a hit. So he makes his 4th appearance this year. Have to believe he was former teammates with Ottawa Brave Jonah Wiesner during his time at Allen.
I would think so.
Been paying a little bit of attention to Ottawa University Braves JV baseball. They've had some matchups against Allen and Fort Scott. Recently played a really good one yesterday with Mid-American Nazarene, maybe a little closer opponent talent-wise, and they split. Braves got a walk-off against Mid-America yesterday, so doesn't matter what level it is. Anytime you can get a win over some of the local teams, it always helps.
Absolutely. Always looks good. A little bragging rights, friendly competition. Never hurt. And it's great for those kids that are on the JV squad, the developmental team, as they call it, to get some innings and stuff. And, you see kids work for that for a year, maybe 2, and then, have a chance to compete and, be part of the varsity squad.
Brings up Logan Zazaya, had an RBI triple in the 1st. Runners at 1st and 2nd, and he takes fastball low from Seifer. Johnson at 2nd, De Leon at 1st after being hit by the pitch. 1-0 on the way to Zazaya, well high as Rondon had to get out of his stance and snag it. It's quickly 2-0. We'll be back here on Friday as we will have that opening game of the series against Southwestern. 2-0 pitch and a changeup. Zazaya out in front of. That might be the first changeup we've seen from anybody today.
Yeah, pulled the string on that. That was a well thrown changeup.
2 balls and 1 strike. 2 down in the 5th. 2-1. This one the fastball that Zazaya is behind, and it's 2-2. Seifer does a nice job of hiding the ball. You don't really get it until the last second, which can be a little more deceptive with your velocity that way too.
No, absolutely.
2-2 on the way. A breaking ball going to be hit to short, and a diving effort at short ends the inning as Guevara angles to his right to go back across his body. Probably saves a run there, but Ottawa adds 5 more. It's 15-1. We go to the 6th inning. Braves up as you're listening to OU Baseball on KOFO.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, soft water, cleaner environment. What do you say, Greg?
Hey Culligan, are you saying if I have a Culligan high-efficiency water softener, I'm also helping the environment?
It sounds like you're saying it, Greg, and yes you are, because with the Culligan high-efficiency water softener, you'll use less detergent, soap, and harsh chemicals, and that's good for the planet.
Now you're saying it.
You bet I am, Greg. Soft water and a cleaner environment is already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
City Field. Welcome back. So we'll start the 6th inning. Braves up 15-1. Leading it off is Roop, followed by Wawasuk, and then Hardig. So it's 3, 4, and 5. Roop with a single in the 4th and starts out with a fastball from Warfel for strike 1. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball that Roop will lay off of 1-1. St. Mary will play tomorrow against Park up in Parkville. Breaking ball, Warfel pulls the string, 1-2. But if you were standing out in left field today, you've brought in a couple souvenirs.
Absolutely.
At least for OU. This one popped up in the infield. 3 players racing in and calling everyone off is Johnson for the grab.
I think that ball had a little more carry to center field than Johnson might have, but good effort, good play there to stay with it as the wind just pushed it out from the infield.
Wawasuk is 0 for 2, round out and a fly out. And he's going to shoot this one down the line. This could be trouble. It's fair. And he's going to give a hard turn at first, but De Leon took a good angle and keeps him there. And then throws one into the dirt right in front of Wiesner, who had to eat the ball and all of the turf that came with it. But a one-out single for St. Mary.
Yeah, good play there by Wiesner to prevent the ball being thrown away.
Win today by Ottawa would tie the all-time series at 39. This one going to be hit softly to short. Could be two. Johnson to Wiesner to Bone. Not in time. Man, the first base umpire took a little bit of time, but Ottawa does get the lead runner and 2 down.
Yeah, wanted a good look at that. Tough to see from our side. I think the throw was just late. Didn't pull Bone. Didn't see the umpire make the motion to wave the hands.
Catcher Rondon to the plate from the right side. He has done a lot of work behind the plate this afternoon for the Spires.
Yes. He has earned his keep for sure.
This one hit hard to left. Going back on it for Ottawa is Jeffers. And he makes the grab to end the inning on the run. And that's the second one he's taken away from Rondon. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left on base for St. Mary. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Ottawa. Braves 15. Spires 1. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
This is Walt Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. We have only a short time to make arrangements and take care of countless details. We pride ourselves in directing funerals that are flawless. Dingle & Son sets a standard for funeral service.
Austin Warfel, 6 innings now, giving up just the 1 run, Matt. And again, it's St. Mary has been able to put it in play. Ottawa defensively has made some good plays, but has been able to stay away from the walk and has really forced St. Mary, when they've had hits, no one's been on base.
Yeah, really. I mean, Warfel scattered the hits around judiciously. You know, he's been effective. He hasn't walked people, loaded the bases, put pressure on the Braves defense unnecessarily. I mean, to be honest, he's pitched like he's had a 15-1 lead. He's just attacked hitters, and when he gives up a hit, it's like, all right, give me the ball. Let's go after the next guy.
Braves will have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 32, Jacob Billingham, a 6'4" sophomore from Denver, Colorado. And he takes low for ball 1. For Billingham, this is first plate appearance of the season. One-0 pitch, high, almost at the eyes. It's 2-0. Big sophomore for OU. 6'4". 2-0 pitch, low again, 3-0. Wiesner on deck as it is 9-1 and 2 due up for the Braves. Rio, low for ball 4. He takes a 4-pitch walk in his first plate appearance of the year.
Which ironically ends up not being an appearance. Or an at-bat, I should say.
We talk about the potential for a regular season title for this team, be the first one since 2010. And back then, the conference only 6 teams. Crazy how much this conference has grown, or programs that have added baseball
right
since that time. I believe we're now up to 11 with 12 coming next year with Evangel. First pitch to Wiesner for a strike. 0-1 delivery. This one's crushed but foul down the first base line from Wiesner. Home run in the first and a triple in the fifth. Came around to score as well.
Yeah, with 12 teams, you got an automatic 33 games of conference play if you play everybody in a three-game series.
Well, and the reduction of games as well, going from 55 down to 50 next year. 1-2 delivery, well high, gets back to the netting, and Billingham will take second. Now, with the stolen base, does it count? It still doesn't count as a bat.
Nope.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But it will show he was on the base paths, correct?
Yes,
so.
absolutely. And if he scores a run, it still counts as a run.
That's fair. Okay. So, pinch hitter situation.
Yes.
Or a pinch runner. This one's going to be lifted to left, caught up in the wind, but not enough to get past Hardig, and a fly out for Wiesner. Brad Grant, who has pinch run a couple times this afternoon, will step into the box. The 5'7" junior from Vancouver, Washington, transfer from Benedictine University of Mesa.
I always feel like there's about 15 Benedictine, St. Thomas.
About to start saying the same about Ottawa.
Yeah.
Congrats to OUAZ, by the way, the number 2 overall seed in the men's volleyball national tournament. Saw that yesterday.
Yeah, great year for them out there.
Made it to the, and Grant gonna hit this one to the right side of the infield. It goes by the second baseman and into right field. Billingham coming home to score. And Ottawa tacks on another.
Be interesting to see how they score that. There's a long run for the second baseman. You could make an easy case that should have been a base hit.
Well, he tried to field that on the very back of the infield as well, and it just kind of ate him up a little bit at second was Fuentes. So we'll go ahead and give that RBI for, at least on our books, to Grant.
For our purposes today. Sports Information Director Katie Tooley may feel otherwise.
One low, 4-1, which we had it wrong on Saturday for Casey Rasmussen. So
we did.
Got to hear the wrath from Jay Can on that.
Yes.
I say wrath with tongue in cheek there. Not sure I've ever seen Jay with a whole lot of wrath. 1-0 delivery to Bone, swinging strike. 1-1.
Maybe at halftime last night of the KU game.
Had a chance to meet Bone's mom and brother at the New Orleans regional last year. We were small but mighty out there down in New Orleans, so still could hear Nicole Grinder, though, always on that feed. Breaking ball almost catches Bone as he ducks under it. 2-1. Braves still facing off against Seifer. Runner at first for the Braves after the RBI single from Grant. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down.
Yeah, that game last year, the regionals might have been the closest Bone has gotten to play at home.
Yes, and he's going to get himself a single. He'll reach base for the 5th time. Everyone, as Grant will move up to second base. Bone just seeing it really well right now. Bone leading this team in hits up to 48. My apologies, just right behind Wiesner, who's at 53.
Nope.
And a pinch runner for Ottawa. I believe that's Zach Henry.
Number 16.
Yes. He'll be the 6'2" senior out of Kent, Washington. He takes, as Jeffers will take a strike. Give Bone a breather. Runners at first and second for the Braves with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th, leading 16-1. 0-1 pitch, low, and going after it was Jeffers behind at 0-2.
Looks like some action down in the Braves bullpen.
Jeffers with a double and then a 2-run shot as Ottawa went back-to-back in the 5th inning. Hit one deep to center, and he's going to strike out on 3 pitches. Is that one outside? Jason Hemerling will hit for the second time. Hemerling, who had his first career home run in the 5th inning, out to left, and he got all of it. Takes breaking ball for a strike. And getting in a nice groove here is Seifer, where he let a couple runners reach after giving up the RBI single. Last 2 hitters, though, looked much more in control. 0-1 from Seifer. Looked like it was going to be a strike anyways. Himmerling a little late and behind at the count at 0-2. Oh, 2 count, runners at first and second for OU. On outside, looking for Himmerling to chase.
I was just going to say that. Thinking about using his aggression.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball. This one's hit to center, but not enough to get past Lewis, who makes the grab. But Ottawa does add another, as they are up 16-1 going to the 7th. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
Deer usually travel in groups, so if you see one cross the road, there may be others ready to bolt in front of your vehicle. Always be aware and be careful of deer nearby. A reminder from your friends at CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
KOFO reminds you that blessing boxes are available at the following locations: 5th and Main, the 2nd and Walnut Alley, North Baptist Church, Sacred Heart, Grace Community Church, Foursquare Church, and the Eagles Area on 15th. Take what you need, offer what you can. When we all help, we all benefit.
My name is Darby Whitell. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
And we're back as Himmerling will take over at catcher for OU and a new pitcher on the mound. As Warfel goes 6 innings and gave up just the 1 run, and it's going to be Austin Skellhorn. Skellhorn, the 6'3" senior from Toronto, Ontario, transfer from Lane Community College. And as we'll take a look at Skellhorn's numbers, making his 6th appearance, has gone 4 2/3, 5.79 ERA with 6 strikeouts. Just a couple walks.
It also looks like Billingham's replaced Bone at first.
So some defensive sums after those at-bats, and Skellhorn with the fastball for a strike. But Yancey, Hubble, and Lewis, 7, 8, 9 for the Spires. 0-1 delivery, chopped, foul. Hit hard to the right side. Which we talked about last year, the triple, didn't even mention it so far, triple sock with the stirrup for St. Mary today. Always a good look in my end. Did he go around? No, he did not. As Hemerling did a nice job of getting over on that.
And meanwhile, Skellhorn with pants over the top of the shoes.
1-2, breaking ball, strike 3, swinging as he jammed Yancey. Morphle finishing with 2 strikeouts. So 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 Ks for Warfel in his 2nd start of the year.
You know, and it looked to be very efficient too. I mean, we're not sure the exact pitch count at this point, but you know, it didn't seem like he labored in any inning.
And he's going to hit Hubble in the back, and that one's going to leave a mark.
Yes. That ball, ouch.
So Hubble takes first base. 2nd time he will reach base today. We'll bring Lewis.
Skellhorn's first hit by pitch of the year. But the Braves 43rd on the year.
They like to live in that inner part of the plate.
Yeah.
Fastball high, 1-0. Runner at first for the Spires on the hit by pitch, and a fastball from Skellhorn again. It just gets in on you so quickly. That's the third or fourth swinging strike where hitters aren't even getting a full swing.
Right. I think, Warfel doesn't throw quite as hard, but Skellhorn, pumping gas right now.
There's a lot of movement on the. Got it. Don't worry, I got you, Matt. That one fouled back off the pole. You just never know where those are going to go afterwards.
Absolutely.
But that thing leave a nice mark. You can see it right square in the heart there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lewis. Ottawa get a double play to finish this thing off. Breaking ball gets him looking. Good frame from Himmerling, and second strikeout of the inning for Austin Skellhorn.
Yeah, really nice pitch there. A lot of late bite and action on that breaking ball.
Guevara, who was hit by a pitch in the third and had the RBI single, the lone run for the Spires in the 5th. And he'll take a breaking ball. Skellhorn has found a groove. Oh, 1 pitch from Skellhorn. Another breaking ball. It's going to be hit to short. Johnson to second. And that does it as Ottawa wins it by run rule 16-1 against the University of St. Mary, as Ottawa picks up win number 28 on the year, and they go to 16-3 in the KCAC. We'll take a break. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
You're pretty particular about keeping a healthy body, particularly when it comes to what you're putting in it and on it. That's why the Walgreens Health and Wellness brand has over 2,000 products. Rigorously tested, Walgreens pharmacist recommended. And for a limited time, select Walgreens brand health and wellness products or buy one, get one 50% off, which is particularly kind to your wallet. Walgreens.
Offer valid through April 30th with My Walgreens. Restrictions apply. See details at walgreens.com/Walgreens brand.
Today on Hey Culligan, soft water, cleaner environment. What do you say, Greg?
Hey, Culligan, are you saying if I have a Culligan high-efficiency water softener, I'm also helping the environment?
It sounds like you're saying it, Greg, and yes, you are, because with the Culligan high-efficiency water softener, you'll use less detergent, soap, and harsh chemicals, and that's good for the planet.
Now you're saying it.
You bet I am, Greg. Soft water and a cleaner environment is already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Welcome back to Alumni Park. Final score, Ottawa 16, St. Mary 1, as Ottawa for now staying in a tie for first place, depending on how things go out in Hillsborough between Tabor and McPherson. But what an afternoon for the Braves, is able to come out and take on a red-hot St. Mary team who, coming into this one, had won 4 straight, but offensively just couldn't find it today, as they were really stymied by Austin Warfel on the mound. We're going to take a break. We come back, we hope to have head coach Gabe Grinder and Austin Warfel will join us as well. You're listening to Braves Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
I like storms.
It's okay. Let's talk about how we can stay safe during a storm. The safest place to take shelter from a tornado or a windstorm is in an interior room, on the lowest level of a building, or in a basement or a safe room.
Talk to your child about storm safety today. For more information, visit ksready.gov. A message from the Kansas Division of Emergency Management.
Welcome back to Alumni Park as Ottawa wins it 16-1 over the University of St. Mary. We're going to bring on head coach Gabe Grinder as his team able to dominate the midweek matchup with a St. Mary team. And Gabe, I caught a little bit of your pregame speech to your team. St. Mary red hot coming to this one. It won 4 straight. Have been playing really, really well. But your team able to jump on them early and really didn't let off the gas.
Yeah, I just told the guys that they're coming off a good series win against Southwestern, and they got themselves back in the playoff picture, and they thought it was going to be a 25-3 game or whatever our last one was. They were mistaken. We had to come out and get after it from the start, and they did a good job with that today.
16 runs on 15 hits, in 5 of those innings getting at least 6 hitters to the plate, and really, just putting the ball in play and showing off the power as your team hit 5 home runs.
Yeah, we had talked yesterday in practice about getting back to what we do offensively, because I thought we got off that this weekend against K-Dub, who pitched well. I tipped my cap to those guys, but we didn't put great at-bats this weekend together, and talked about it yesterday. The guys had great BP, and it showed up today for us.
Gotta love it when you can put a midweek starter out there and can go 6 innings for you like Austin Warfel did today. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, and the 2 strikeouts. And as Matt mentioned, pitching like he had a 15-1 lead, pitching to contact, filling up the strike zone. I mean, that's exactly what you want in a midweek start.
It is. It's tough to pitch when your offense is just crushing people because you sit forever, but Austin did a good job with that today. It helps having an old man to throw Tuesdays and get out there and fill it up for us.
Well, Coach, as we look to the weekend, you'll take on Southwestern starting on Friday. We know that first game is so important coming into that Friday matchup. What is something that you're kind of looking for your team to improve on going into the weekend?
Just get back to swinging the bats at a high level on the weekend. I think our offense is dominated all year long, and our pitching's finally coming up to speed with them. So just looking for the core to the offense, getting back, clicking full steam ahead with the pitchers doing what they've been doing, and I think we'll have a good weekend ahead of us.
Also, before we let you go, I want to congratulate you now up to 102 wins in your career, but I know you're not all the time a numbers guy, but getting your 100th win in your 4th year, what does that mean to you and as you've rebuilt this program?
It's awesome. You never want to understate getting to milestones, but I think it's a mark of just having great mentors and coaching, great assistants, and at the end of the day, it's great players because we don't get to play as coaches. We just stand back and watch, and these guys have done an awesome job over 4 years turning this program around into what it is now.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Casey.
We'll have him hand off the headset real quick to Austin. We'll bring him in real quick. We'll let him get the headset on. Austin, we'll remind everyone again, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts. Austin, just your second start of the year. Tell me just kind of your mentality. We know you as the guy that really got the saves for this team a year ago, but kind of changing your mentality. How difficult is it to go from being a reliever to a spot start guy for this team in the midweek?
I mean, it's really just going up and filling up the strike zone. Can't really do much else. Just let your offense go for you and let your guys go make plays behind you. They always do a great job. We always work hard. So it's just what we do. Got to keep going.
As you making that second start, especially, we saw you mix in a little bit more of the breaking ball as well the second time through the lineup. What was kind of working for you today? You felt like pitch-wise?
I think really the sinker in. If we match up the slider with that and just bang it on their hands, I mean, it works every time. So just working with that.
I know Gabe said that it's tough to come out after your team put up 5 in the first, 3 in the second, had another inning where you put up 5. As a pitcher, it's got to feel good to know that your offense has backed you up, and then you just go out there and fill up the strike zone.
Yeah, for sure. Our guys just get after it every day, and I mean, just go score runs. That's all we really ask them to do, and just pitch our butts off. So.
Someone from this team that was here a year ago, part of that magical run, being able to back up what you did last year with the run you've done so far. What has it said about this team to come out and get off to such a tremendous start like you are right now?
I think we're really just all such a tight-knit group. There's no really cliques. We're all just together and just do whatever together. It's never really just one person doing their own thing. It's everybody playing as a team. So it really helps to just go as together like one group.
Well, Austin, we appreciate you joining us. Congrats on a win today.
Thank you.
We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up from Alumni Park. Braves win at 16-1 over the University of St. Mary. You're listening to Braves Baseball on KOFO.
Have you ever heard the saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch? Well, that's not true for students in Kansas. Free breakfast, too. Every student, every age, every school day. All you have to do is be enrolled at a Kansas school and enjoy eating safe and delicious meals free of charge. Turns out there really are free lunches because healthy food fuels hungry minds.
Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Education, the USDA, and this station.
Welcome back. Braves win at 16-1 over St. Mary. Ottawa improving to 28-5 on the year as they go to 16-3 in the KCAC. pending some results later today, and some other matchups, could be alone in first place with the 3-game setup coming against Southwestern. But Matt, this is a team that just looks super focused. I mean, you're coming off a sweep, a very emotional. All 3 games really came down to almost the final pitch of that series. It sometimes can be hard to get off to a quick start in a midweek game when you've had all those emotional games prior, but it looked like this team just was really locked in.
Yeah, no, I mean, they came out and took care of business early, which takes the pressure off. But to your point, they know that they had beaten St. Mary handily the last time they played them. An emotional week. You don't want to get too far ahead, but you start looking toward the weekend and you overlook this team and it could bite you. But, the Braves came out today and did what they needed to do, and they got out on the teams early. Good pitching by Austin Warfel, and, the big bats came out, and, the Braves had to feel good about their offensive explosion today.
As we look towards the weekend, Southwestern on Friday, we will have that one for you at 2 o'clock here from Alumni Park, and they will play 2 more on Saturdays. Braves with 14 to play, Matt. I mean, in baseball, there's just so many games. 14 seems like not a whole lot in the baseball realm, but in reality, so many things can change before then. And I know this team's main goal is just to get back to Great Bend. It's just an honor just to get there as being one of the top 6 teams in this conference. As we saw last year, 5 of those teams that went to the conference tournament, actually 4 of those 6 made the national tournament. But this team seems like they're trying to go for something that hasn't been done since 2010 and win a regular season title.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that's really, really important to go.
So, we will see everyone Friday. Braves win at 16-1 as they get the Austin Warfel with the win. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned, and 2 strikeouts. Other notable things: Holland Bone finished the day 2 for 2, but reach based 5 times, including a home run to dead center that we'll give an estimate of probably 480 out there to center in that kind of range. A smoked ball. Braves end up hitting 5 home runs on the afternoon. And able to take care of St. Mary in 7 innings, 16-1. Want to thank Carson Johnson back at the station and Matt Kincaid to the right of me, as we'll be back on Friday for more Ottawa Braves baseball as they will take on Southwestern. You've been listening to OU Baseball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves baseball on KOFO.